The TV show which we have taken inspiration from is Breaking Bad, and the main characters are Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. These characters are also drug dealers. However, there's other characteristics we have taken to use in our film. Both characters have outrageous and ludicrous ideas which get them out of trouble. Surprisingly, their plans keep them alive. We decided to take this idea because once some certain characters in our film perform a stupid stunt, it can possibly leave the audience to question how they are still alive. Also, Walter White has a dark side to him, which we have taken and used for our main character in our film. A criminal with a dark side can be intriguing for the audience, and it can create suspense throughout the film, wondering what the character is going to do next. Characters. In our film, we have taken inspiration from movies and TV shows such as Breaking Bad, Goodfellas, and Reservoir Dogs. In the movie Goodfellas, the main characters are Henry Hill, played by Ray Liotta, Tom DeVito, played by Joe Pesci, and Jimmy Conway, played by Robert De Niro. These characters are all gangsters who live the high life and make money off selling drugs and guns. From this film, we'd taken the idea of using drugs and alcohol, so we decided to incorporate this idea into our own film, because we wanted our film to have a gangster vibe and look like a stereotypical gangster film. The character Tommy DeVito was one other inspiration of ours. He's a scary and intimidating character who's always aggressive towards other people, while the other two characters, Henry Hill and Jimmy Conway, are calmer and more relaxed than Tommy, even though the characters in this film follow the traits of a real-life gangster. Therefore, we have taken the following aspects from the film and incorporated it into our own film to make it look similar to the gangster films. Lastly, the film Reservoir Dogs has a group of characters who are suspicious and curious about one another. These characters are criminals, but they can get any job complete, which makes them so cunning and powerful. Despite the fact the majority of the main characters die, they are all different from one another. So, for our film, we decided to use three characters who are completely different from each other. They are different physically and mentally. This is what it is introduced to characters in a typical thriller film, wondering what they're going to do later on. In the opening credits of Goodfellas, which is set in 1970 in New York City, it starts off with three gangsters having a nighttime drive. Without warning, they hear banging noise from the boot of the car. They pull over and find that the noise is coming from a half-dead man. In fear, two of the gangsters leap forward to stab and shoot the man to death. Afterwards, the character Henry Hill has a voiceover and talks with a slang New York cocky attitude. Head held to a slant, both eyebrows are raised, eyes looking towards the sky. His facial expression shows he has no empathy attitude towards life. He says in his mind, "As far as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a gangster." Once finished, filtering in the background is the song Rags to Riches by Tony Bennett, which was released in 1953. Tony Bennett's Rags to Riches had used a variety of music genres, with the main genres being rock and roll and jazz. It had also featured theatrical and orchestral music. In the opening credits of Reservoir Dogs, there's 8 characters in a cafe getting ready to leave after they just had breakfast. Once they leave, they walk down the street on a bright sunny morning. There are 8 men walking in a big group, with 6 of them wearing black and white suits, and the other 2 wearing ordinary clothes, shirt and jeans. There's no mention of the time period they're in, although once the characters leave the cafe, the song Little Green Bag, played by the George Baker Selection, filters in the background. The song sounds like it's coming from the radio when it says, "The 17 weekend keeps on trucking." This gives the audience an initial idea that this film is set in the 70s. A tambourine with a jazzy bass plays in the background once the song starts, and then drums is introduced, speeding up the tempo of the song. Afterwards, a solo man starts to sing, creating a funky, lively beat to the film. This made the beat of the music fit with the way the characters walk and talk to one another. Also, this makes the characters look like a powerful group of men who look badass. This would inspire the audience to want to be like them. The George Baker selection song Little Green Bag was released in 1970 and uses a variety of different music genres such as pop, soft rock and roll and jazz. In the 1970s, these genres were very popular as it had appealed to a wide range of different people. Non-diegetic music is used in a scene to set the tone for the film, making the audience focus on the character's appearance and facial expressions when walking towards the car. It also creates a mise-en-scène in the film, as you see a group of friends walking together looking tough and overpowering. However, with Reservoir Dogs being a thriller film, the majority of songs on the film soundtrack doesn't fit in with the scenes being shown. For instance, the song Stuck in the Middle of You on the radio is played when a criminal slices a police officer's face and ear off. This is an example of contrapuntal music, as the music doesn't fit in with the scene.